All right, and we are live now. Hey everyone, give me just a second so I can have like a dual screen going on here and I can see comments because Bubba has not.
And we are live now. Hey everyone, give me just a second so I can have like a dual screen going on here and I can see comments because Bubba has not.
Okay, sorry y'all. Trying to work this thing out. Okay, let me do that. And there we go. Oh, that's cool. When I minimized it, I was able to see everything. Okay, so it looks like I can see everyone. Hey everyone, hope you guys are having a great night. This will not be very long. Just want to give everyone as much information as we can so that we can go ahead and start the process. So Shay and I are here, and Shay is in a safe place, okay? So everybody knows that she's safe, but she is driving and she had some other stuff to do, but thankfully she was able to get on. So thanks, Shay, for making sure you got on here today. So in the group, if you guys aren't in the group on Facebook, you probably should be by now. And we do a lot of updating and stuff in there. I want to apologize that I didn't get my end of the bar.
Group on Facebook, you probably should be by now, and we do a
Oh,
lot of updating.
okay, that was Shay. Yes. Okay, so yeah, but I was sick and all that stuff. So anyways, and we were waiting on the contracts and all that stuff to get through, and so now we have our pricing and everything, so we'll be able to give you all the information tonight. So if you don't have a Facebook, that is okay. We're going to work on getting an Instagram probably in the next couple of days if you are on Instagram, so you'll see that. It'll be Planning a Better Me Retreat if she hasn't already made one. I'm not sure. And then we also have our website now, and our website is www.planningabettermeretreat.com. That's www.planningabettermeretreat.com. Don't leave this until we get done and go check it out. But when you get done, all the information and stuff will be there for that. All right, so first things first, it's going to be September the 26th through the 29th, and it's going to be at the Virginia Crossings, which is located in Richmond, Virginia. We decided to change the location based upon our own experience and then looking at how much it was going to cost. And going to Destin was really, really expensive for the amount of people that we were trying to have participate. There was no location actually on the beach, so that would have been traveling as well. And Shay and I recently visited Richmond, Virginia for a planner meetup, and we stayed here and we were just in awe, and it just fit everything that we were looking for a retreat. So that's going to be September the 26th through the 29th of this year. The tickets are going on sale after this live. You can start purchasing your tickets. The tickets are going to be $210, and that is going to cover the fee that PayPal charges us for using PayPal. So your ticket and all your fees and stuff are all included in the 210. Now that is just the ticket for attending the conference. We have three options. So you can pay for your ticket today in full, or you can put a deposit on your payment today or through January the 26th to hold your spot. That's literally just holding your spot. And after January 26th, if you have not paid your deposit, then, and you like, after March the 26th, blah, 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 blah. Let me start over. After March the 15th, if you have not paid everything in full, you will be removed. I don't care if you've paid your $25 or not, that's all going to be removed. Okay. So You have January the 26th to pay your $25 if you're just going to pay your deposit. We know things, need to move around some money and some coinage, but we need that type of commitment from everyone that says they want to do this. Just explaining a little bit of how it works. We will have to come up with the money. We are not getting loans. We're not borrowing money from people, taking out a credit card, planning a Better Me retreat. We're not doing any of that. We're funding it on our own. So anything that you put towards is going to help us make sure we secure the location. If we don't get enough money to secure the location, then we'll be canceling it and we'll try something different with smaller people. But right now,
no, go ahead.
What's it? Okay.
I was confirming. They said your audio was messing up. So.
Oh, hold on.
One person. Let me see. Can y'all hear us? Because we obviously don't want to talk.
Okay.
Can y'all hear?
Yes, they can hear. I can try to speak up a little bit. Y'all know I've been sick, so okay, my voice is a little crazy. So let me just kind of start over and go back to the pricing of the actual ticket. No, it is not refundable. Once you put your $25 down, it is not refundable. That's for the deposit. Your ticket, if you pay your whole ticket and whatever and something happens, you can transfer it to someone, but it is non-refundable. The reason why, again, is that we are funding everything based upon the amount of people who sign up and say that they're going. We have a budget that we've set, and we have to collect all of our coins based upon that budget. So in your case, if you have issues where you know that you're not going to be able to make something because a lot of things pop up in your life and you can't do it, that's all well and fine. This may not be the situation for you, and we don't mean no harm, but we have to get the money that we're collecting in order to make sure everything gets in place. And we're asking for it by March because we want to have the whole entire everything done with the the retreat. We want to have all that stuff done by July at the latest, and that's having everything planned, situated into us, and we're going to need that money as soon as possible so that we can get things taken care of and we won't be last minute doing things. So the dates again are September the 26th through the 29th. Richmond, Virginia, at the Virginia Crossings in Richmond, Virginia. Okay? I'm looking at the comments trying to make sure I'm telling y'all everything. Okay, so making sure everybody can hear. And if you have any questions, like personal questions, you can probably just ask those, afterwards. But if I, need to go over it or whatever. So right now we're going to have a total of 25 rooms available. And that is because if you guys do not decide to come or whatever the case may be, we are going to be responsible for 90% of those rooms. So we are starting off our block with 25 rooms. And already, Shay, is it 7 of them are gone? I think we have 7 rooms that will be gone already.
5
rooms.
20. So 20.
So we'll actually only have 20 rooms when the link goes available. So here's what's going to happen. So today you get opened up for purchasing your ticket or putting down your deposit, one or the other. And then once we get the amount that we need, we can go ahead and sign the contract and move forward. Once that contract is signed and you've paid, you will get an email with a link to the hotel. You will only get a link to the hotel if you have already either put your deposit down or paid for your ticket. I will not be sending the link to anybody else, and I would ask that you don't do that as well, because what I don't want to happen is that people who don't plan on coming or who are up in the air or whatever, that they're booking those rooms, and then we think we have more people coming than what we need, and we open up the block some more, and then lots of stuff happening. So this is just the logistics of everything. And again, I don't mean no harm to nobody, but we have to keep it as professional as possible in order to make sure we have the best outcome, because this is a business type thing that we're doing on the back end. And we want to make sure we do it the right way so that, nobody loses any of your coins. Okay. So that's the rooms. So the rooms are $129. So you can go ahead and get, that in your brain. There'll be $129 plus your normal taxes and stuff per night. And they have single rooms and they have double beds. And what I would recommend is you get with your friend and y'all get together and y'all, share a room, because like I said, me and Shay stayed there and there was plenty of room in there for 2 people, and possibly 4 if y'all cool with it, lapping up or whatever. That's gonna be on you guys. So $129 a night for the hotel, and that will not come. We will not touch the money for the hotel. That's going to go directly to the Virginia Crossings, which is a Hilton brand hotel. And if I'm not mistaken, how she explained it to me that it will work will be like any other hotel reservation that you do. You would simply be putting your card on file, and all of that information will go through them and they'll take care of that. I'm not sure if you have to actually pay for it at that time, but I'll have more information once the contract is complete, and she'll give me that to let you guys know how to work. Okay, so any questions about the rooms or the ticket? I'm like, raise your hand if you have. I'm just looking through the questions and comments. Okay, so Shay is looking at comments too. I think, is she looking at comments? I can't see. She's on the phone. Okay. But okay, so we'll keep the questions going. If you guys have any questions, just put those over there, and Shay's monitoring those right now. All right, so the speakers that we have confirmed, our keynote speaker is going to be Stacy Flowers. And then our other speakers that we have are going to be Shakisha with Her Lovely Plan. We have Lisa Mack with Planning and Praying, Tarshell B, The Budget Misses, Journal Jot and Jive, and At Home with Keita. Yes, thank you, Tarshell. If you guys didn't see Tarshell's comment, she said they'll hold your credit card on file and it'll be charged at the time of the event. Okay. So again, those are our speakers that we had. Thank you, everyone who sent out recommendations and everything. I think this is going to be a great lineup for our very first one. Hopefully we can get some more people that would, maybe come and fill in for different things. But right now, those are our speakers who have said yes, that they will come and speak.
Okay? As of today.
As of today. Right, as of today. So they're the speaker contracts are actually going to go out tomorrow, if not tonight. We had one person that we needed to confirm for today, and so we got all that taken care of, and that's done and over with. So yeah, those are our speakers. We got speakers. We talked about the retreat. Let's see. Did I miss anything, Shay? I think that's pretty much it. Oh, that's
pretty much it. One thing that I want to share with y'all, because we're pretty much sharing with y'all, I mean, pretty much being as open as we can, obviously, because we're about to open up ticket sales. So we just shared with you the lineup. We obviously don't know the format in which everyone will go. It will depend on how long they are planning on speaking and that kind of thing. I know Budget Misses is going to need a good hour and a half. I'm just kidding. But obviously day one, that is refresh. That is the theme for that day. And we will check in of the evening. We're obviously going to do a meet and greet. That's pretty much standard. And we're trying to do, hopefully these people don't tell me to leave from this church parking lot, because I see some people coming. They probably think I'm doing something sketchy. But after the meet and greet, we are trying to do some type of group activity, like a pool party or a wine tasting or that kind of thing. Day 2 is recharge. Sessions are going to be from 12 to 5, as we've discussed earlier. Day 3 is restart. Sessions will be from 12 to 5-ish, as we discussed earlier. And then day 4 will be the day that we break. And we'll have just one thing in that morning probably. And that's pretty much going to be the workshop. So everything else is obviously being finalized. We'll fit the speakers in as we see fit, depending on the theme for the day. Just know that sessions are from 12 to 5. And obviously we agreed on this a long time ago that we didn't want to start super early and go all day and that kind of thing. We just want to have, maybe 4 workshops or so each day with plenty of time of the evenings for people to do whatever they want, for us to hang out and be kind of like chill, that kind of thing. So we are still working on that. We do have like a proposed itinerary, but pretty much that's what the days consisted of. The days are consisting of Thursday, checking in of the evening, Friday, a whole shindig, Saturday, a whole shindig, and then Sunday leaving early, relatively early and heading home. So that's pretty much it. I think we covered everything. We are starting out with 75. We're budgeting for 75. We're maxing out at 150. So only 150 people will be in attendance at this retreat in September. And we are still waiting on confirmation on whether they're going to let us rent out the pool and have a pool party and stuff like that. We're still waiting on like that kind of confirmation. So we will get back to you as soon as possible. But like I said, we are maxing out at 150. And that's pretty much it.
There's a couple of questions in the thing. Yes, we are working on getting some vendors. We have not contacted any just yet. So once we have all that, again, the website will be active and will be updated. As we get information, that website will be updated and you'll get the information there. And then I'll try to keep some on Facebook, but I really would like if you guys could go to the website and check the website out as well. The other thing that someone asked was what's included with your ticket. Well, here we go. So you're gonna get some swag and a t-shirt, and then your ticket is helping to pay for everything. That's paying for our speakers to come. That's paying for decorations, just everything that's included with a retreat. I mean, that's how we set up the budget. So activities and different things like that will be sponsored. Those things are going to be taken care of via your tickets. One thing that we are trying to plan for, as long as we have everything in order and all the monies come in as they need to, we're doing a dinner, which will be sponsored by the retreat. So you won't have to worry about paying for that meal that we'll have at the end of the retreat. That's one thing that we really planning for, because we thought that would be awesome. And then if we get more, then we'll try to do another dinner or whatever the case is. But we do have some things that have to be catered in. The meet and greet, we want to have catered in food. We want to get you guys some t-shirts to go along with your, to go along with everything. So there will be some things included with that, but what it is exactly right now, like I'm not going to tell you right now, you're finna get 5 Simply Gilded washies and 2 whatever. I can't tell you that. I don't know exactly what's going to be included in your swag. But that's what your ticket would consist of. So I hope y'all can understand that. And again, it's no pressure. If that don't sound like something you want to be a part of, or it don't sound like something that you can get behind, by all means, you don't have to be a part of it. This is not, something that we finna change because one person is upset. This is just what we're going by to start off with. And again, if it's not your cup of tea, it's just not your cup of tea. If you can't understand how we have to allocate the funds, cool. By all means, go to somewhere else.
Or you can come plan for us, because I really am not about this planning one. But just to piggyback off of Michelle, I also want to say that a lot of people are asking what topics are going to be covered and stuff. Obviously, we're going to be sharing that information. But if you don't know who the speakers are, if you know who the speakers are, you know the topics that they're going to cover. They're going to cover the topics that they specialize in. That is why you guys voted for them. And you guys know why we even were doing this retreat. But obviously, Michelle and I could have sat around and picked all of these people, which would have been selfish, but we asked everybody else who they wanted to come, and that's how we got our speakers. And if you know who the speakers are, then you probably know what the topics are going to be. If you don't know who the speakers are, I'm going to be 100. The retreat probably isn't going to be for you. If you don't know who Tarshelle B is, or At Home with Keita, or the Budget Misses, well, I don't know what you're doing here if you don't know Budget Misses. But right. To be honest, though, it's the truth, because there are limited seats. And if you don't even know who these people are that are going to be coming, aside from the keynote speaker, I feel like that person is, you might not know that person, because you might not. But for the most part, everybody else, you should know those topics. And I honestly, there's no way for me to not make this happen. But I really would prefer people to come who really want to be there and are hoping to learn and gain from the experience. Again, this is not a planner conference where we're going to be sitting around playing with stickers. In fact, that would be like the least engaged in activity, I'm sure.
Right.
Also, I want to share, obviously, yes, the Richmond airport is going to be what was that airport called?
It was Richmond RV. It was RVA. I think that's how.
Yeah, that's going to be. No. Okay, so they're asking about rooms. So your ticket, so you're going to have to pay for getting there. You're going to have to pay for staying there. You're going to have to pay for a little bit of food. Everything else is going to be covered. That's the workshops and swag and t-shirts, possibly 2 meals. We're shooting for covering a few more. We're shooting for covering as many meals as we can so that you really only have to pay to come and to stay. But I can tell you that if we only do 75 tickets and only 75 people pay for theirs, we're not going to be able to pay to cover all of the meals or multiple meals. But if we do 150, we probably can cover a few more meals. So yeah, you're going to be responsible for getting there, staying there, and many of your meals.
Right. And the meals right now, the breakfast is running, because if you guys didn't hear from the beginning, let me just clarify. So we're starting the actual events day to day so Friday and Saturday will actually start from 12 to 5. So you're not going to be getting up early and all of that stuff. You'll have time to get your own breakfast and you'll have time to get your own lunch. However you want to do that, whatever. Breakfast is starting about $12 at the hotel. They have room service and everything. And trust me, it was really good. And they also have a lunch menu and you can order room service for that as well. Or you can go over to the place and sit down and eat and meet with your girlfriends and meet before we all gather in together. We're going to provide some light snacks because from 12 to 5, you should have either ate breakfast or you should have ate lunch before you came. So light snacks or refreshments will be provided in between then. And then we'll have an activity that night. You'll have time to either go grab you something to eat. If we don't provide the meals, again, based upon the amount of monies that we get. And that's kind of how that will work. So you will have the opportunity to either go get your own food or you can get it there on the facility. Okay. Yeah, Cheryl, that's fine. Send me a DM. So what we came up with based upon the actual costing of the room plus the ticket, if you guys were paying attention, that was 129 times 3, which is 387 plus 210, which will be $597. So you're looking at about $600 for the actual staying there plus the ticket, plus the event. And that's not including your travels because that's all, all that stuff is on you. Your stay is on you, your whatever is on you. And the conference stuff will be taken care of through your ticket. Conference, the retreat stuff. Okay. So if you guys are looking for roommates, again, there is the Facebook group. You can reach out to people in there, find out. Maybe we'll start like a who's from where, and you guys can connect that way. I'm not doing nothing with that. I don't want no parts because I don't want no issues. Me putting y'all with somebody that you don't like. I don't know. I mean, whatever. I just don't want no issues. So we're just not going to be a part of that. Whatever you guys decide to do, that way, somebody fall out, y'all have your own issues and won't be on planning a better me. Okay. Can you just make a sinking funds video? Wow, yeah. I think that's it. I really think that's it. Like I said, the vendors and stuff, we'll be reaching out to them soon. If you guys have any vendors, or if you are a vendor and you want to vend, you can reach out to me because I'm in charge of the vendors and I'm also in charge of the speakers. The committees have been formed and they have been informed. So they will be meeting either or however they decide they want to meet, but we'll have a monthly meeting with the committee and getting everything together. And we have our team leads and all that stuff. So you guys are in really good hands. If I do say so myself, I think we have a really good team that is, helping put everything together. So if there's any vendors or a vendor that you would like to have come and vend, please let me know. If you know anyone that you would like me to reach out to get swag from, please let me know as well. And that's pretty much it. Shay, do you have anything else?
That is it. The only thing I would say is if you have further questions, go ahead and drop them now before we head out. But that is pretty much it. Again, we will be finalizing the itinerary and what people are going to be covering and speaking about. We don't have a whole lot of time. We did not allot, 20 hours for workshops. We allotted a shorter amount of time. So people are just going to have a short amount of time to speak essentially, but we will be finalizing that, but that's not really going to take place until we send those formal, contracts and such to those folks. But we will be getting back to you. Anything that is not finalized right now, we're going to get back to you. The schedule, the itinerary, who swag is going to come from, all of that stuff. But we can't move forward without at least a deposit. So that's $25 and you can start paying that after this live. And we can't move forward with any of it until that, because Budget Misses has already fronted a cost today. So Budget Misses can't keep fronting all these costs. So after today, I'm cutting off Michelle and her spending. And so we're going to have to get a little deposit or something so we can move forward with booking some of this stuff and solidifying this stuff. If we have 150 people, it's going to be amazing because we're going to have a lot of money to work with. We have 75, which is what our budget is for. It's going to be still amazing, but you're going to have to cover a few more of your meals. So again, come prepared to spend money on food. And that honestly should be pretty much it, unless you're like a shopper and you want to go out and shop and do that kind of thing. But when you get there, pretty much just food money, a breakfast here or lunch there or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. So questions, if there's anything like you think is going to be real popping that we could probably have there at this place, I think a pool party is popping, but that could just be me. So if there's something like that, let us know. We do have a point of contact in Richmond. So anything
just a reminder, it's a retreat. So it's not a conference. And I know we keep saying it because, it's just natural for us to say conference time. But it's a retreat. So this is something that's made to be, we're going to kick it and we're going to do all this. But we want people to really get something good out of it, to refresh themselves, to come back recharged and all of that. And that's why we came up with the theme, refresh, recharge, and restart. So that you really could get something out of it, but at the same time, not feel like you just went to a whole conference and your whole time was taken up by a conference. Really be like, wow, I feel refreshed when you leave. And that's the goal. And even I told the committee members, I don't want them to feel so stressed out while they're there that they can't enjoy their time either, because they're going to be paying to be there too. So I want to keep everything as stress-free as possible. So we can do that by doing things ahead of time and being proactive instead of reactive.
Because if we got it all set in stone, everybody can just show up and eat. Like I said, have money to eat, because you should already have your flight and your rental car or your gas money put aside or whatever the case is. So when you get there, and if we have only that 75, then you'll be paying for some meals. Again, we're trying to pay for all the meals, but we would definitely need, or majority of the meals, but we would definitely need to max out on ticket sales. But that would be our goal, is that you would come and you don't really have to pay for anything, but that's based upon if people actually come. Michelle's very realistic, and while we are hoping for 150, she has our budget for 75. Because, some people can't make it or whatever the case is. One last thing I want to share is coffee. I did call the lady today about the pool party. She's going to get back to me, because y'all know pools close on Labor Day. So we're going to try to finesse it so they let us have that, but she'll get back to me on that. Deposits will be accepted after this video, so you can go ahead and start doing that. We are going to have relaxation exercises, Pine and Ginger, so that would be yoga and those types of things. So we're going to try to use the people who are already coming. So hopefully, because some people have dual skills that we can jack of all trades.
Right.
So we can maybe use, if we wanted to do Zumba, we could use one half of the budget misses over here, or whoever's a yoga instructor, but we may need to reach out to some people who may be coming to do those types of things. But yeah, we are trying to work it out, you guys, so that you can just show up and just relax and retreat. That should have been the last one. Refresh, recharge, restart, retreat, or whatever. That's what that should have been the fourth one.
Yeah, if we do Sunday, it'll be retreat. I think someone was asking about parking. When we stayed there, Shay, I don't think we paid any parking.
No, it was free parking. It was plenty. That's what I wanted to tell y'all. It was plenty of parking. The place is out the way, but not really out the way, because you could Uber to the nearest Target or something for like $5. But it's not like on the main strip. It's really out the way. It's a golf course. It's super nice. Plenty of free parking. You can pay for your whole ticket if you want, but we really need the 25 so we can move forward with doing what we're doing. Just know we're opening it up for 25 deposit because we need that to move forward. But also know that if you pay the most amount, if you pay for your whole ticket, you are committing to that because we are not refunding any money, but we will transfer. As of right now, I don't really see the beef in like if you can't come and you want your friend to come or something.
Right.
Well, you know, it might be a little beef if you pick some random friend or something. That might be a little awkward. But other than that, I don't really see what the big deal is.
Right. So just to reiterate about the refunding and stuff, the money that we're collecting is all going towards the thing. So everything we have budgeted is based upon the money that we are budgeting to receive and use and allocate to different costs and expenses. So you're taking your money back and saying, oh, well, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't really like y'all and I don't want to come. We can't have that, because if we let one person do that, then we got to let everybody do that, and it just becomes a thing. And so that's why I'm saying it's a commitment right now for September. If you can't commit right now to the $25, cool. By all means, catch us next year, y'all. But for this particular time and for going forward, we just won't be doing any sort of like refunding or anything. So you make that commitment, and it is what it is. You plan for everything else, and make a plan for you to have your monies together to come to the retreat so you can relax.
And after this live, whenever we post the website, again, if after this live 150 people run and pay their deposits, which if you are invited to speak, please don't go pay any deposit. But if 150 run and pay a deposit, then we're tapping out at 150. And the only time we might consider opening up another spot is if, you know, the person just doesn't pay after 25, and we maybe just, you know, work it from there to try to squeeze somebody else in. But yeah, we are maxing out at 150 because this is obviously our first shindig. And I think 150 is plenty, especially for such a place, and the rooms and how much they hold, the conference rooms and how big the breakfast area is in some of the restaurants there, a couple of the restaurants and stuff. 150 of us will be plenty. I know they did share that they get groups of 200, which is a whole lot, but that's normally for something else. But for what we're trying to do, 150 is plenty.
Yep. Yes, the live is gonna stay up. It'll be up on here. I'll change the the little thing.
Oh yeah, that's actually, Cheryl, I'm glad you said that. I can't really control who comes, but obviously no, this is a women's retreat, so we can't control if a male buys a ticket unless they book it under a male name, which that's not fair because it could be somebody using their husband's card or whatever the case is. But this is not open to males, and tickets are not open to children either, so can't help it. I mean, ain't nothing I can do if you bring your kid to stay in the room and your husband to stay in the room or whatever the case, unless it's one of the rooms that we're paying for and you're a vendor. You're gonna be with another. I mean, you're a speaker. You're obviously gonna be with another speaker, and it's not gonna be a good look if males or kids are in that room. But if you bring your kids, ain't nothing I can do about it. But we're not, you know, selling tickets to men and children. Obviously, that's taking a good.
The goal is for us to relax and to get away. And to me, you can have a family vacation another time, but when you're coming to a retreat, you should be relaxing and be calm or whatever. So just keep that in mind. We don't mind if you got a room and your husband and your kids come, that's for you, and you want to attend the thing, that's on you. But please don't bring your babies into the thing, because I'm not responsible.
I'm event management. I got you. They're gonna have to go on. I don't know what else to, you know. Folks paying all this money to come. We obviously, I mean, they put on planner meetups in my area. It'd be like 50 of us in there, and they don't allow kids. There normally is like, now I'm not going to say anything about men, but they don't even allow kids, and it's like 25 of us for a few hours, and they don't even allow that. So at such an event, that's on you if you want to bring folks, but tickets, you know, they will not be welcome into any of the workshops or anything like that. And honestly, given you guys can go look at pictures and everything, and just given, you know, the feel of it, I don't know that, you know, especially if you're flying there, I don't know that bringing other people is really even going to be worth the cost for such a retreat. You get what I'm saying? It's not like it's a Las Vegas something, you know, for such a retreat. I don't know that you know, you would even really want to bring any other people.
Okay, so one last time, again, for those of you guys who came in kind of late, the retreat is September the 26th through the 29th. The cost of the ticket is by itself. This is your admission to come to the retreat and enjoy the activities and such. That is $210. That extra $10 is going to be the fees that it costs for us to have to use PayPal. So we have to make sure we cover it and get the whole $200. So it's $210. That will include a t-shirt and some swag and helping to pay for the cost of the conference. I'm sorry, the retreat. That is the ticket. It will not go anywhere. It's $210. You can pay $210 today. You can pay $25 as a deposit and a show of good faith that you're going to pay the rest, which is also non-refundable. You can pay that today, and the remaining balance will be due on March the 15th. So you can pay the whole thing today, which is $210. You can pay a deposit of $25 between now and the 26th. And then the remaining balance will be due on March the 16th. What did I say? Yeah, March the 15th. Okay. Now, the other thing is your hotel. The hotel is not included in the retreat price. That is separate and has nothing to do. We will not be handling any hotels other than me passing along the link to those who have paid. You will not receive a link until you have paid. And we're not going to be turning in the money to them until the 27th. And then she will send us a link and you will start getting your links and things probably around the 28th or the 29th. We have 25 rooms minus the 5 rooms that we already have to pay for our speakers and all of that. So that leaves us with 20 rooms in the block right now. That block can be increased, but it will not be increased until we see how many people we have that are actually paying. Because again, we are going to be responsible for 90% of the rooms in the block. And we cannot afford to be having 100 rooms or 70 rooms and no one takes all those rooms. Because we'll be responsible for that. And we don't want our money going towards the hotel and not to actual stuff in events. Okay.
And make no mistake, September 26th through the 29th, I will be amongst Lisa Mack, Keita, and everybody else, because if I'm blocking out my schedule for this time, I'm going to be amongst them, whether that's at the Virginia Crossings, which is the name of the hotel. I see y'all keep asking, or if I am in Miami Beach or wherever the case is, because we have been wanting to do such a thing for so long. And given the budget, considering it's less than because somebody asked me that. They asked me how we're going to put this event together, and I figure it's just like any other event except it's a larger budget, less than I make in a year, and I manage that money quite fine. So I think that managing such a budget where we're selling 210 tickets to 150 people is going to be just fine. But yeah, this event is going to go on, and we're super excited about being able to meet up with all of you.
Right.
Ashley was asking if her gay BFF can come. Oh, you're thinking? I'm like, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm only thinking because.
If you're wondering, I never even thought about it. My natural response is that they could. That's my natural response. I don't really care about what a person is or does. That's not who I am. So I'm just asking for clarity so we can answer this.
Yeah, and that's how I was thinking. I wanted
the same thing.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's kind of the same, not the same thing with kids and men attending, because obviously that's a male. But I mean, I can't really stop who does what. I can't stop who buys a ticket. Right. I'm just saying we would much rather prefer this retreat be for people who support us and know us. So I can't imagine that we would leave out the gay BFF if this is what we're going to call this person. So
right.
I don't care.
Not from us. That was in the comment section.
That's what they're saying. Buy the ticket. I mean, what am I going to say? No.
Right. I don't think we can say no to that. I think the thing would be trying to bring your whole family to come and you with your husband and he not a planner and he's not interested in none of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of thing. So I would say we wouldn't really know, and you know, that would be something we wouldn't know. But thank you for asking, and I believe that we're okay with it. So if
given
someone,
that we're putting on the retreat, I think that's a yes. Bring your gate. Tell them to buy a ticket and tell them we love them for watching. Although there's only going to be one session about budgeting, and that's going to be from us. So I just want to make that clear as well, because we're going to be talking about a bunch of different things, more details on that coming soon, which all of y'all should know this if y'all keep up with us in any capacity. So it's just going to be an hour or so with us talking about budgeting. Otherwise, we're going to be talking about a lot of other things, which brings me to my next question that I want to ask before we leave. I mean, that I answer before we leave out of here. Will there be planning involved? There will be, well, everybody there is going to be a planner. So everybody's going to come with their planners. And of the evenings, that's when we can probably really get down with the planning, or even early in the morning, that's when we can really get down with the planning. But we are not doing live plan with me's where we're having an hour and a half of somebody talking about putting stickers down. That's not what we're doing. I can do that on YouTube at home. I can go to Go Wild or go somewhere else to watch that. That's the purpose of this, is for it to be a little different from all of the others and something that caters to our needs. And I'm really not that interested in learning about putting down stickers at this event. So no, we're not going to be sitting around planning, and we would very much prefer that, you know, all of the workshops, while they are going to be presented by planners, will be different than like a plan with me or that kind of thing.
Right. Well, thank you, Ashley. Thank you for asking that question. And yes, like, I mean, tell them to come on, okay? If you want to come, tell them to come on. We ain't.
I can't stop them from coming.
Right. I'm not gonna stop them from coming at all. And I don't think the topics that we're talking about are gonna be like women specific. I think it'll be more so like life specific and whatever. So I really think he would be fine to come to the whole thing. And especially if you guys are close, like, we wouldn't want to miss the opportunity to meet you guys. And so, I mean, thank you for asking, and I appreciate you for the consideration of considering others and their opinions. And I definitely think that if you guys, I think he would have a good time if he came. He'll be amongst those ready to get it. So
y'all get y'all's tickets and come on down. I expect to see his ticket being purchased too. I expect to see it do we know the gay best? Can you tell me his first name? Because I may expect to see a ticket purchase in his name.
Right. Okay. So yeah, we just addressed that. Maybe her thing was coming late. She just commented and said she wants to know.
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, so thank you, DC Kool-Aid, for saying this is cool, because this is our first workshop, which we plan, or retreat. We plan to do it every year, and it is something new to us, and it is a whole lot, and I'm already ready to throw in the towel, but Michelle is getting it in. Y'all would not have this retreat without Michelle, I promise you, because when I'm at work, at my full-time job, I'm doing full-time job work. Meanwhile, she's writing up this and doing that, and she created a whole website and doing this and that and the third, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm just the help. But I promise you, without E.Michelle, this retreat would not be possible, because I don't have this to do. I just don't have the time. I'm parked at a church right now on this live, just trying to make sure I'm, you know, contributing in some way. So this is not possible without Michelle. So thank her.
Whatever.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. Michelle got to get to the church house.
Yes,
so,
I have to go.
Michelle is about to right now post the link to our new workshop that we bought today, sponsored by Budget Misses. So y'all can thank Budget Misses and a few little coins that we had in our account to pay for the website and all the services and all of that. It was a pretty penny. It wasn't no $10 domain and stuff.
Okay.
It was plenty of money.
So a lot of people will
caught a flight or two with that, actually. But Michelle's about to post a link. You can go to the link after this live. You can you can click on the ticket info up at the top, the purchasing tickets. You can purchase the $25 thing. It's like a PayPal link. You can pay $25 to reserve your spots. That's all that is. We need those deposits in immediately before we move forward with anything else, because we need that to like book the room situation, and then we can start discussing other factual information and the schedule of events and itinerary and all of that. As we are asking for more money, your deposit is not refundable, but you can give your spot to somebody else. I don't really see the problem in doing so. Someone else who may be interested in such a retreat, but your deposit is not refundable. Your $210 ticket, which is the total price of the ticket, including fees, $210 with the fees and the ticket, is not refundable, but it is transferable. We are looking to sell at least 75 tickets. We are capping at 150. So if 150 people run today and pay their $25 deposit, then essentially at the moment that takes place, when we hit the 150 mark on the deposits, we are technically like temporarily sold out, assuming that everybody else pays the rest of their money, because we're not going to have just 300 people paying a deposit. That's not going to work. We're tapping out at 150. And if the person backs out, then maybe you can get their spot if they don't pay the remaining balance, you know, by the due date, which is March the 15th, I believe, Friday, March 15th. We can work it out like that, but we're maxing out at 150 because that's a whole lot right there. So she's going to post that right now, and we are going to head on out.
Yep, I am posting it, and there is an error because I can't do math when I put it on there, but it'll be corrected, because if you're paying a deposit today, you're probably not worried about the other 175. It's actually 185. So that would be the 25 plus the 185 will equal to 210. Woo! Sweet baby Jesus. So, as y'all can tell, I was getting it in today, trying to get a lot of stuff done.
But it's easy. We're planning a better me retreat.com. That's easy to remember.
Yup. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much. This video will be left up. So if you missed something, it'll be left up. Again, the website is actually posted down below as well.
What's our email?
Our email is planningabettermeretreat@gmail.com.
Put that in there, so if they have questions, they can email that, and Michelle and I, until I delegate Jakeisha to answering these emails, we'll get back to you if you have a question. But for the most part, I feel like, you know, if you think you're going to be able to make it, go ahead and pay that deposit, because there's no guarantee that you're going to be there if you don't pay the deposit. So you can come stay at Virginia Crossings if you want that weekend, but you're not going to be invited into any of the workshops. I'm event management, obviously, so, you know, I'll make sure everything goes accordingly. And one last thing, you can stay wherever you want. We don't care, but we need your 210. We don't care if you stay at home, if you stay at the hotel up the street. It doesn't really matter. The 210 is going to cover your workshops and everything that's included in the 210, swag and that kind of stuff. Your stay, wherever you want to stay, that's on you. So if you live in Richmond, you want to stay home, you can very well do that. We can't control where anybody stays. We can't control who anybody brings, but the 210 is what we need to make the show go on.
Right.
And if you're invited to speak, you do not need to make a $250 deposit.
Hold on, they're saying that the link is not working, so hold on, let me try to fix this before. Hold on, I'll go in and fix it. Give me just a second. Oh, 1 second.
Okay.
I'm up here multitasking like a mug, so I hope y'all know I really love y'all and care about y'all a whole lot.
She does. And we are moving quickly. Our goal is to obviously the full payment is due by March the 15th, but we are looking over the next couple of weeks, in the next month or so, to finalize everything so everybody knows what they're expecting. So if you want to hold off to pay for your ticket, the rest of it, you very well could. But you know the speakers, you know what they're about, you know what we're about, you know we already know the whole food situation, and that we're trying to provide as much as we can so you don't have to come out of pocket that much. But we are going to try to finalize everything, because I think it's important to know exactly what all is going on before you make such a commitment. So we are working hard to make this happen. And mind you, we've only been we haven't even been doing this for a whole month yet. I think it was we manifested the conference, the retreats, at the end of December, sometime around there. So we've only been working on this for like 3 weeks. So we've been getting it in all day, every day is what we do here. I'm not even gonna have time to do my Etsy shop tonight.
Right. So let me know if you guys go. I'm going back to check it. I just refreshed it and put it, for some reason it's saved like that. So if you refresh, let me see, before I get out of here, I want to make sure I have it right for you guys. Okay. Yep. So if you click on there now, the middle link, so the first link that you see is for the full ticket. The second link is for the $25. And the third link will be for you to pay the remaining $185. I think I got it good. Okay. All right. So I have to get out of here and go to church. I see y'all hear that thing? The payments is coming in. Kachinga. I'm happy to hear that. That makes
PayPal?
They're coming in already, boo.
I need the info to that so I can keep track.
Yes,
when
so you can keep track of it. I'll send it to you here shortly.
I'm like
We've already got a
head
couple of them.
over here, y'all.
Yes.
So everything's working. Everybody paying and stuff.
Everything is working. We've got we've got some people who paid the full amount already. So I'm here for it. I am here for it. Thank you guys so much. And I think we're all good. I will catch you guys later. Check out the website and also make sure you're in the Facebook group. One thing that I forgot. So we're gonna have on the website, there's like a little thing and it's called Retreat Diaries. And I just want you guys to kind of write little entries or whatever. So you can email me and I'll have some information on Facebook, just a little small entry about yourself or why you're coming to the event or, just something. But I wanted to put that on there and then I'll post it and it'll have your name and stuff on there and it'll be on the website so people can see and kind of mingle with each other. There's also a login so you can become a member of the actual website. And if you become a member, then you'll get automatic updates when things happen. So that's something else to think about as well. All right. I got to go give Jesus some praise. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, it's planningabettermeretreat@gmail.com. The website is planningabettermeretreat.com. I think that's it, you guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Okay, bye.